Hey everybody, just wanted to pop in and say hey. And, I was driving on my way to the gym and it got me thinking. And I was like, I have to say that this 15 years in deep reflection has been the most incredible, enlightening experience of my life. A lot of that time, off and on with some relationships, but a lot of that time single. I treated myself like my own research project, right? I wanted to understand myself better. So, for 15 years, it was journaling, analyzing, learning about myself. I think a lot of people are guilty of going through life so focused on others around them that they don't ever take the time to go inward and actually do this journey. And if you think about it, right, if you're always focusing on others around you, whether it's a spouse, partner, a relationship, siblings, parents, friendships, gossip, whatever, if you're always focused on everybody else and you're not taking that time to self-reflect, how are you ever going to grow, right? Because then life would simply consist of behaving and actions and going throughout life never really reflecting on things, and I have to say, journaling and reflecting and facing the sides of myself that I didn't like so that hopefully I could learn and grow was very challenging. Sometimes it would put me in my bed for days where it was like hard to even get out, but I also think that in that process and not relying on anyone else and really, going inward and focusing on my relationship and getting to know myself, it's also helped me to 100% rely and trust in my faith in God. Every time I ever felt weak or insecure or like challenged, like maybe I couldn't go on or whatnot, not that I ever, not suicide or anything like that, but just, just kind of laying down and not wanting to get up, I always felt that strong pull of God that always let me know that, hey, last time I felt like this, I was able to get back up and move forward in a positive manner. So with that being said, I definitely have to, challenge everybody, take time, journal, at least twice a week, every day, even if you can, reflect. Because if you're not reflecting, again, you're going through life and you're just behaving and acting and you're not thinking about how your actions, because, based on biology and psychology, we're egotistical and we're the center of our universe, right? So if we're not reflecting, we're not thinking about how our behaviors, thoughts, interactions are influencing and affecting others, right? And I definitely think, through this process of getting to know myself and journaling and, wanting to understand, my personality type, my, am I right brain or left brain? What's my learning style? What's my multiple intelligence? How high do I score in the Gardner multiple intelligences? What is my internal locus of control? What are my motivators? All this stuff that I've spent 15 years really digging deep within and challenging myself, right? Because it's not easy to face shadow and darkness within yourself. But I also have to say, it's so worth it because you really learn when you know your insecurities and your challenges and your struggles, others, number one, others can't use them against you. And number two, that's when you learn and grow, right? Because the first step in learning and growth is self-awareness. So with that being said, I have to say, I feel really light and free lately, and I just feel really good in general about life. Nothing major's changed or anything, and I still haven't found my dream job yet, which, I'm kind of learning, my field. I love advocating for people, with whoever that is, and being able to sincerely advocate for others means being around them, engaging with them, and that has to include in, the least biased way as possible. We all have, internal biases and things like that, and again, that self-awareness can help with that too, but being able to be around people, and just really get to know them on a personal level allows people, it makes me want to advocate for what's right. So, hopefully, I do it with veterans already, but, of course, there's other populations that need it, deserve it too. So with that being said, hopefully everybody's going to spend more time dating and getting to know yourself and reflecting because, again, again, you know, when you realize how complex you are as an individual, it also makes you respect and admire how others are that much so in the same regard. There's so many factors that go into making us who we are. So it definitely helps you to be able to, you know, show others grace and just love and support and want to encourage them, right? And with that being said, just remember, you know, there's really not a real truth. The only real truth is what God knows, right? Or whatever that may be to you, the present moment, existence, whatever, you know. But our perceptions are what we consider truth. And, you know, that's just one sliver, minute piece of rice, you know, in the whole of existence. So try to remember that, reflect, and hopefully everybody can show love, grace, gratitude, and all of those great things towards others around us. And remember, those that behave or act in, you know, negative ways or harmful ways towards others and things like that, it's probably because they've never been taught or shown a different way. And that's why it's so important that we show them grace and, you know, show them another way. By reacting in the same way towards them, you know, through aggression or negativity, that's not going to show them or teach them anything, and they're never going to know of another way. And I think that's something that we definitely need, especially for our children. So with that being said, headed to the gym. Stay blessed, everybody.